day for the NFL. Well, technically Thursday was, but today is opening day for the 49ers. I'm super excited to get ready for football today. We got the Raiders going on behind us right now before the 1 o'clock game, and Geno Smith was just picked off, actually. So, too bad for that. I thought they were going to be a pretty good team. I still do. But they were moving down the field pretty good until that pick. So I would be very optimistic if I was a Raider fan, probably going into this season for a couple of reasons. But hey, right now we're talking Niner football, and we got the 49ers coming up at 1 o'clock. Jennings got his contract stuff out of the way by signing a $3 million incentivized, well, not signing, it was probably, I guess, a contract restructuring of $3 million extra for any incentives as far as like on-field play, or I guess maybe health, considering the Niners aren't healthy a lot. Either way, it was a bone the Niners threw to Jennings just to say, hey, he got something out of all of this when he really just did sign a contract like 4 to 6 months ago. So, I mean, the Niners going out of their way just to give him the money, just a little bit for just in incentives, just to get out there and play was good. So, listen, guys, it is time for football. I'm excited about NFL football. I'm excited about the Niners. I'm excited about fantasy football. I'm excited about it all. It's going to be really, really fun. I think the season is going to be very surprising for other teams and for Niner fans out there. I think the Niners are going to be a very good team this year. And let's just see how it goes. It's all about their second and third year players. There are some players that I thought were going to take a step forward that actually are kind of taking a step back. I'm really surprised at Isaac Guerrero. I do think that Isaac Guerrero was one of those guys that was going to be the number 2 running back. Now, I know the Niners brought in another running back, and so that might have dropped them down to maybe 3rd or 4th on the depth chart. But I did see a place on this team for Isaac Guerrero, at least on maybe the run back team or special teams, something in special teams. I don't see that very much either with him, so that's kind of a disappointment. Christian McCaffrey had a calf soreness. I'm not going to call it injury. Calf soreness in the last practice, but he says he's good to go. So let's keep our fingers crossed that everything goes well for Christian McCaffrey this year, because I think the Niners' whole offense is going to run through Christian McCaffrey this year. I think he's going to have a heavy workload, and let's just hope that his body can keep up and he can keep going, because without him, we have a lot of problems. I mean, we also got guys out there nobody's talking about much in the offseason like Kittle, but of course we expect a lot from Kittle. The question is Shanahan going to use Kittle in a way that makes sense, so that he can actually maximize his offensive potential instead of just being a blocker? I think they needed him to be a blocker for a short amount of time, but I think this year is one of those years where Kittle could have a kind of a breakout year. So let's see if that happens. Anyway, guys, listen, we're going to be doing post-game live show here after the Niner game to talk all the good and bad things that we saw. Hopefully it's just all good, but that's never usually the case. We're expecting a lot out of Brock Purdy, of course. I think Brock Purdy is going to have a monster year this year. I think it's all set up as long as he's practicing, as long as he's gotten out there and focused on the game and not on the money. Of course, he got paid, and I don't think at this point there's anything to worry about but to go play. Some players get paid, and then they just kind of drop off because they got their money. I don't think Brock Purdy's that guy. I do think that he's going to go out there and have a really, really big year. So let's look out for Brock Purdy and see how he does. I think it's going to be fun to watch him. The Niners in general are going to be a fun team, guys, because they are younger now, and a lot of these second and third year players, I think, are going to step up and are going to surprise a lot of people. If not, then we're going to have a little bit of a struggling year, even though our schedule is a little bit lighter than most. In fact, this is like one of the easiest schedules the Niners have had in recent years. So the schedule is there for him. It's set up to have a good year for the Niners, even if they're just kind of an average or better than average team, but not a Super Bowl contending team. I think they're still going to be getting the W's. I think they still are an 8-10 win team this year. I would expect that, maybe better if the second and third year guys come out and really do something special, and you see a few players there that they can take that next step and become a very big contributing factor on this team, then yeah, we're going to see we're going to see some things go the Niners' way, even more so than I think already. But hey, it's going to be fun to watch. It's not a rebuild, it's more of like a retool kind of a season. That's the way I look at it. Um, and that's the way everybody out there should look at it. There's a lot of veterans on this team. Fred Warner, of course, is still leading the defense as far as the captain. And I think we got a lot of great things for defense side. Salah's back. So with Salah coming back and coaching the defensive side of the ball, we should see, I think, an uptick in the defense this year as well. I think we're going to see a much better defense this year. And let's hope that with all the injuries that happened last year and all the play calling I thought that was just horrible on Shanahan's part, I think that there's a retooling with that as well. I think Shanahan probably went back to the lab, and I think the offense that we see from the Niners this year is going to be different than we've seen before. I think that had to happen, and I think it is happening. So it's going to be fun, guys. Check it out. Niners, 1 o'clock, right here. We're going to go ahead and do the post-game show, and I'll see you then. And in the meantime, hey, remember, hard work beats talent when talent don't work. See you in the next one.